Disclaimer. The story contains themes of abuse, violence, bullying, trauma, death, and references and discussions about suicide, as well as having NSFW content sometimes. We are obviously not going to go to that NSFW, but if any of these themes trigger you, please advance with caution. Okay? And if you go read on your own, I better not get in trouble. Okay? Okay. Hello everybody and welcome back to Violent Memoir. I'm your host Will, and as always we are joined by...
I am Pikamain, and I bet I can eat more sour candy than you. I don't know.
Oh, are you sure, bestie?
Yes.
I don't agree.
Winner gets to voice their favorite character.
Well,
The opponent's favorite character.
Oh, okay. Who would that be?
I don't know. I really like Lay, the possum. The
Yes,
possum guy. I
Lay.
really like him.
Okay. So you'd get to voice Lucas, which you already do, and I get to voice Lay, which I don't want to because I am Wallace. Great!
Exactly. It's a win-win for me either way. I get to eat sour
Fuck
candy
you!
and I get to-
Anyway, we stay behind and help the fox! Fuck you!
No!
The fuck you mean, no? It's my video, I get to decide who we romance. We're gonna go through everyone. We're going to go through everyone, Pikamain. I was thinking of doing Lay after Lucas anyway, so... Crouching down next to the fox, I grab some of the papers that have been scattered across the aisle.
What are you doing?
Looking up, I can see the fox on all fours, staring up towards me with wide eyes. He doesn't look upset, not really. Just surprised.
Oh, whoops.
Helping?
Yeah, I can see that. I'm not blind. I'm asking why. I don't even know. I don't remember his voice. Fuck.
He is the highest of the three.
He is the highest of the three.
He doesn't sound like a girly ass bitch, though. Just because he's the highest of the three,
just
did
my-
not. Yeah, just the voice that you were doing was fine enough, but remember, he has a suppressed southern accent.
Suppressed southern accent.
Yes.
Fuck.
Because you look like you needed help. Because I forgot that I was the main character again. Oops. Look, we just came back from recording the Sienye video where Pikamain was the main character. Just give me a break, okay? Fuck off. His eyes have that harsh, judgmental look in them again. I don't even know if that's just his normal face or not, but it makes me feel insanely stupid. My ears pressed down against my head, burning as their insides flush with redness. All I can do is stare at the ground, unable to stand that piercing stare. Why did I think helping was a good idea? The fox emits a deep sigh. He sounds exhausted.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. You're just being nice.
That causes my eyes to snap up, just catching his cold, harsh glare softening. Thank God. He's really scary when he's annoyed, which I think is always. No! You're fine. I shouldn't have intruded. I'll just get going. Standing up straight, I place the papers I already picked up on the desk. Take a moment to brush the knees of my pants, more out of nervous habit than anything else. As I turn to go, however, the fox quickly speaks up.
Wait.
Ow. I suddenly hear a loud thud and quickly jerk my head around towards the fox. He's sitting on the ground, rubbing his head, his glasses askew and about to fall. Oh God, are you okay?
I'm fine. It's okay. I just hit my head getting up. It's nothing.
Despite his words, he doesn't look as tough as he's trying to come off as. His eyes are looking glassy and he's feverishly rubbing the top of his head. He scrambles onto his feet, acting as if nothing had happened. It's best to play along. He's been through enough already.
Can you please wait?
His high-pitched voice sounds pleading, and his accent shows through more than before. It's a reminder of why I wanted to help him in the first place. Expecting an answer, I'm given a lot of silence instead. His nervous gaze is darting between my eyes and the floor like he's trying to solve the world's hardest puzzle.
Sorry.
Lifts his arm up and grabs his large black ears, shaking his head softly. His grip on them is tight, crushing them in a way that looks painful. His eyes are beginning to look even redder, and see them watering.
I'm just playing around with voices. I
It's
still
fine.
don't know what voice to give him.
It's the second episode. You will just need to have a set voice for him by episode 5, at least. At most, actually, not at least. At most.
I'm about to tell him to stop when he interrupts me.
Could you stay? I could really use the help.
Breath of relief he gives right after saying that releases so much tension. I can even feel myself relaxing. That's when he gives me a smile. It's strange to see one on his face, but I think it looks better on him than the scowl. It isn't exactly a happy one, though. He twitches at the corner of his mouth, and his eyes are filled with so much sadness, it actually makes my chest tight. But it's a smile nonetheless. More importantly, it looks completely genuine. Something tells me this guy's dealing with a lot of stuff, and looks like he could use some support. Got to steel my resolve and try to be the more grounded rock. Of course, that's why I came to help.
Why you came to help?
I mean, that's what I came over to do. Ears burn again. I feel my entire face going red. I hope you can see it through my fur. I don't think being the reliable one is for me. Despite my poor attempt at
Relatable.
helping, it looks like my actions had an intentional side effect. The fox lets out a laugh. A full, real laugh. Even if it's at my expense, it feels good to see a happy expression on his face. It's like you can see the sadness fading away.
Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot.
Oh no. Why are you good at
What do you
voice
mean?
acting, Pikamain? Ah, my heart.
I
I mean this in the best way possible. I love him so much. Oh.
It's just common courtesy. Nothing to worry about. I bent back down to pick up the last few pieces of paper that are still on the ground.
Not just that. Fuck. Not just that. Thank you for,
Pause causes me to look up and I catch him clawing at his ears again. It still looks as painful as the first time. It must be a nervous habit.
Thank you for making me laugh. It's been a really hard day.
No problem. I mean it. I'm happy to help. He relaxes and lets go of his ears. I'm not really sure what makes him tick, but I'm glad I was able to calm him down. He's so autism coded anyway. As I begin to get up, the fox leans down and offers his hand to help me out. That catches me by surprise. I thought he'd be the type who'd hate people touching him. He looks fragile.
It's called not wanting people to touch me when I don't want them to.
Relatable.
Though I'm not one to talk, pretty sure I'm just as much of a twig as him. I take his hand and get pulled up. Fox lets out a groan, which makes me worried. Have I gained weight? It's such an absurd and random thought that it causes me to snicker slightly. Fox's ears twitch, but he doesn't say anything. As I hand him the last of the papers, I'm reminded of the sheer amount of pages that fell out. There must have been at least 20 of them. Why do you have so much paper on you anyway? All of them look like they're filled with writing, too.
They're for my other classes.
It's the first day!
Yeah, well, some classes are pretty intense right off the bat.
I'm not sure I entirely believe that, but I got no reason to question further. Now I'm curious about something else, though. Are you a freshman?
Freshman?
First year. Junior, second year, sophomore, third, senior, fourth.
Oh. I never really got that before.
Yeah, I just randomly remembered it as well.
No, I'm a junior. I'm just taking this class to improve my GPA.
Oh, that's smart. Picking a fun class to boost your grade.
It's not fun.
There we go. It's one thing that I actually have a leg up on you while reading
What?
is
Leg
that I'm
upon you?
like that I'm better at doing it. Look, I need any advantage that I can get. And something that I feel like I'm better at doing is noticing when I'm supposed to change the way that I'm saying the line.
I think it's because in this VN, for as much as I can understand, the dialogue comes first and the description of the dialogue comes second. So I have no idea how.
Intuition,
they
baby.
Actually, you have read it before. I haven't.
No, even while I was reading it the first time. Like even Xianye, perfect example. I've never read that fucking visual novel, and yet I'm doing it properly there. Aren't I?
I guess.
Then fuck you!
His reaction's a lot snappier than I expected. It's like he spits the words and I can feel the venom in them.
We are a great duo.
Yeah.
That venom wasn't directed towards me, though.
God, I regret taking this class so much. I should have just taken the history course. They let me do They let me do that course online.
At least we'll get to work with the teacher and other students. That'll make it easier, right?
Fuck no! God, I wish I didn't come today.
The grip on the papers is tightening, his claws almost piercing into the stack. Maybe we should put the papers away before we rip them. That came out a lot more sassy than I intended, but it doesn't seem like it annoyed him anymore. If anything, it seems to have calmed him down just a little bit. He sighs before pushing the papers into his bag, a little rougher than he probably should. Those are definitely going to be a folded mess later. Hopefully he won't mind.
Let's just go, please. I hate it here.
Oh, yeah, sure. Are you all packed up?
Yeah. I just didn't close my bag properly and the paper fell out as I got up.
As he clips his bag's flap into place, I get a good look at it. It looks very old, like a flap over a briefcase, but with a shoulder sash.
Shoulder sash. Sash. Fuck! Tried to say that fast.
Shoulder sass. Search.
Exactly.
Shoulder sass.
Sass! Shoulder sass. Ooh.
The shoulder has sass.
Ooh.
Gadgets are pretty
How
rough.
would I draw that?
No.
A sassy shoulder. Oh
No.
my god, the next art project.
Nope. Nuh-uh. You are not giving the fucking the lips and the nail care to a shoulder. That is not what you are going to do.
The edges are pretty roughed up, and if I just gave you the idea, didn't I?
Yep. Okay. Well, I regret everything. Moving on.
The edges are pretty roughed up, and the outer layer. Ugh. The edges are pretty roughed up, and the outer layer of material, which I think is leather, is chipping away. Must be an old hand-me-down from his parents, or maybe even his grandparents. He pulls the sash over his shoulder and almost pushes me out of the way to try and get out of the lecture hall. Jesus! Guess he wasn't kidding when he said he hated it here. Thankfully, the Vulpine doesn't just leave me behind. He waits at the top of the stairs for me to join him. As I've warmed up, longer giving me that cold stare, I think he's warming up to me. He's back to that scowl, but he doesn't look upset. As we walk out of the building, he immediately relaxes. The change is so sudden and instant, it's almost frightening. You really don't like being in there, do you?
I have no idea. Thanks for helping me, by the way. Thanks for helping, by the way. I know I'm not exactly the easy person to deal with.
My eyes widen and my ears
I can read, I swear.
Would you like to try again, then?
You have no idea. Thanks for helping me, by the way. I know I'm not the easiest person to deal with.
My eyes widen and my ears shut up, my hands awkwardly waving in front of me. No! You're fine, I swear! You're clearly uncomfortable, I totally understand. Don't stress about it. He seems to think about that for a few seconds. He looks torn, like he wants to say something but can't. Once again, he grabs his ears tightly. I can almost see his claws piercing the skin. Touching it sends a shudder down my back. Even though my ears are small, it still hurts to even lightly tug them, let alone pull them as hard as that. Hey, why don't...
No, it's fine. I can talk. I'm not acting cold and aggressive because I'm uncomfortable. It's just the way I am. I'm not trying to be mean. It just comes out that way. My mom always tells me that I have a razzing bitch face. Damn.
Damn, that's rather harsh, don't you think? I don't think you have that you're that bad.
No, I know I do. It doesn't help that I'm always so rude to people. It just comes out. That's kind of relatable at times for me. I don't have a good filter. As you may or may not have noticed.
He pushes his face up into his hands like he did in class earlier. Glasses sliding up to the top of his head. Looks like he has a lot of nervous habits. I think you're fine. Maybe a little abrasive, but once we got talking, you weren't so bad.
Because I'm very aware of it now. When things go back to normal, I'm gonna be just as holy as always.
Well, I know you don't mean bad by it. Even when I was trying to sit next to you, I could tell you weren't trying to be malicious. You didn't give off that vibe. Finally pulls his hands away and adjusts his glasses back into place. I can see his face again. The curves of his mouth are curling into a small smile.
Thanks. By the way, where are we walking to?
Oh! I didn't realize you had been still walking. I had naturally walked back the way I came.
The moment it just quickly gave me that vibe of I was following you, but I was following you.
But I was following
Like,
you.
No, I was following you.
And they lived together happily ever after the end.
Oh my god.
Oh
So
my god, they were
romantic.
roommates.
Oh my god, so romantic. And they were roommates?
This.
What do you mean they were roommates?
This
is the way to my apartment. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have dragged you all this way. He gives a light chuckle. It's a little strained, but it feels like that's from leftover stress.
It's fine. I live this way too. Are you in Unipledge? Are you in Unipledge by any chance? That's the only university apartment complex that is this way for quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Does that mean you live there too?
Yeah. Glad to know I have a friend.
Stops himself mid-sentence, his expression scrunching up like he's in pain. Looks like he's about to start ripping his ears off again, so I cut in. It's seriously nice to have a friend in the same apartment building. I haven't had many friends. Or any, really. So it's really cool to make one on the first day.
Ah.
Was that sappy? Oh god, I might have just made this much more awkward. But he looks more comfortable. Flexing back to that posture he had just a minute ago. I think I made the right choice. It might be a bit too quick to call him a friend, but I will admit, some part of me really hopes we can be. During that thought, something dawns on me. If it wasn't for the fact that this fox didn't realize either, I'd probably be as red as a tomato. Hey, Tears flick in my direction. Seem to twitch as he waits for my response. Despite his hostility earlier, he's acting rather docile now. It's honestly pretty cute. His sunburned eyes catch my attention the most, though. Nothing's changed about them, but they're burning bright like a fire. It's a stark contrast from earlier and utterly breathtaking. My train of thought fades away as I stare into his eyes, watching them shimmer in the streetlight and the reflection from his glasses. I barely catch myself before the thoughts are completely gone. Right! I never really got your name. Freezes in place, stopping his walking altogether. His eyes widen and I can see the inside of his ears turning pink. Look at me!
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I was so caught up in my shit earlier. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm such a fucking idiot.
Wow, his profanity spiced up at that. Must fare more when he's embarrassed. Oh, no!
Me too!
Yeah, true. Oh, no, it's fine. I forgot too. In fact, I was the one who approached you, so I should have done it. I'm fretting a bit more than I should. I just really don't want him to start ripping out his ears again. I know he'll do it if I let him.
It's my bad. Don't worry about it. I'll just introduce myself now. I'm Lucas Burnley.
Hello, Lucas Friendly. I love you. He straightened his posture and adjusted his tie. Fuck off. Looking way too formal for someone coming back from a college class. He must really like to make a good first impression. But looking back to the way he acted when I first met him, I doubt that. Wallace Stewart. Please don't shorten it. Just Wallace is fine.
That's fine by me. I'm not a huge fan of nicknames.
He sticks his hand out for just a second before putting it down, his expression conflicted.
I had a nickname for a little while.
What was your
in
nickname?
in a Discord server with some friends that Evil.
Why was your fucking nickname Evil?
Just Evil.
Why?
Okay, so correction. It was evil, but in Swedish.
Ah.
I don't know. Shit, connection is shit right now. Oh, never mind. It's better.
Bitch.
It's a bit late for a handshake. It is?
Suddenly he perks up and pulls out his phone, ears wiggling and his bushy tail flicking about with excitement. Wow, he really wears his emotion on his sleeve. Completely forgot about his tail till now. It's been pretty contained, likely due to his mood.
I don't really know my numbers. Fuck. I don't know my numbers. Sorry. Don't really know my numbers. Could I get yours? This is basically the modern handshake. Actually, yeah, it is. Hello? Did it get through?
Yes, it did.
Is Discord being mean?
Yes, Discord is being mean. No, it isn't. Fuck off.
Bah.
Forcing myself not to giggle at that phrase, I'm barely able to keep my composure. It feels like something a 50-year-old trying to be hip with his grandkids would say. After we finally arrive at the apartment complex, Lucas is looking much more calmer than before and weirdly much more active. His tail is swishing back and forth, and he's generally more animated. It's not obvious though. His arms are still by his side and he's still got that scowl on his face. But it's the little things that give him away. His ears, eyes, and tail, they're constantly flicking about. They really show off his mood. It's actually really cute, and without realizing, I'm zoning out while watching the little twitches his ear makes.
You know, staring is rather rude.
Right, yes, I'm the main character. Hello.
There's that snide tone he had before. It isn't as cold, but it's still there. You must have noticed too, because he looks away with a sneer on his face. Sharp canine speaking through the raised lip.
Sorry, that came out wrong.
Hey, don't worry about it. My bad, I was getting distracted.
Your staring just made me feel a bit self-conscious. I'm not used to the attention.
Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Don't apologize. It's really not a problem. Honestly, you're rather refreshing. People tend to be scared off by me. It feels good to have a friend.
Yes, Pikamain, say the line. Woo!
What do you mean?
You say the line perfectly. Yay!
We arrive at the elevator, but Lux makes no movement to call it, so I do instead.
I don't take the elevator. There. I don't take the elevator. I'm on the first floor, so I just take the stairs. It's like less cramped in there. I thought he said, I live on the top floor. He said, I don't take the elevator. I live on the top floor. I take the stairs. Oh my god.
He begins to play with his ears. I tense up a bit before I realize he's just fidgeting with them. I really hope they can handle all the torment they go through. Oh, well, see you on Wednesday?
Oh, sorry. That yawn just came out of nowhere. Yeah, I'll catch you then. Thanks for all your help today.
He gives a curt nod before walking to the stairs. He's about to open the stairwell door before he turns his head to me. His ears red again.
I'm glad you stayed behind. Really. Things were pretty bad and I was having a hard time handling it. You really helped me. You really helped. So, thanks.
Without giving me any chance to respond, he pushes through the door and into the stairwell. I'm left staring at the door as it slams shut. What an oddball of stress. But he seems like a good guy, just abrasive. We could be friends. He has rather pretty eyes when he's happy.
And that's the end of the episode. Haha. You expected it, didn't you?
Yep.
All right. Well,
I hope that you enjoyed this episode.
bitch. I hope that you
We lit up like a bonfire. Saying yippee-ki-yay, yippee-ki-yay.
I would like to do my outro, Pikamain. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of.
Bitch, I just got back.
I'm going to leave the call.
Sorry. I'll be good. I swear.
I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Memoir, and if you did, like, comment, and subscribe to any of the things in any order. I don't really mind. And if the content on my channel wasn't enough to satisfy you, you can go over to Pikamain's channel,
Where we have also some visual novel readings, but also other stuff that might satisfy your visual novel cravings.
Yes. And
I don't know, I just thought of it.
it's fine. And with that, I hope to see you on the next episode. But if I don't, I hope that you still hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye.
Bye!
Bye, Felicia.